Up in the air, junior birdmen. Up in the air, upside down. Up in the air, junior birdmen. Keep your noses off the ground. And why did I start with that silly song? Well, first of all, it shows you how when you do something different, you grab people's attention. But I did that song because I think most of you are still up in the air about what the school year is going to be like. We don't know for sure, but one thing I do know is that good teaching is good teaching. And that's why Laura Buenadonna and Barbara Gruner and teacher Tony Mullins and I have been working all summer on this virtual classroom survival guide. All sorts of things that can help you get ready, set to go into the new school year. But more importantly, these activities are good teaching strategies that you can use online or in person. It won't matter. And so one thing I wanted to share with you this week, we have created these little things called management pops, and we have lots of printables that you can download. In fact, this one's kind of neat because we've got 12 free ones for you. You can go to drjeanandfriends.blogspot.com to download these, but in the book there's lots of other printables, and you can change them and adapt them for your particular needs. And I wanted to let you know, somebody let me know last week when I download things, sometimes they don't look like what they're supposed to look like, and that's because you need to use Adobe when you download these things from the PDF. Anyway, some children rely on visual cues, and I think particularly with the screen that these things can be helpful for you. And so what you would do, and think about children, second language learners. I mean, hold these up and you've really got a connection with them. So these are some different things that you might do in your school day, like you might have music, or maybe the teacher's going to read a story, or maybe it's time for art. And what you do is you download these and put them on your jumbo craft sticks. And if you make them double-sided and put a check on one side, then as you complete the activities, you can turn it over to the check side, okay? So beginning of the school day, you stack up the ones that you're going to use during that day, and you show them to the children and explain the day's activities. And then when you get ready to make your changes, you can hold these up to help prompt the children and prepare them for the next activity, to know what expectations there are and different things like that. And then these would also be good at the end of the day, that you could go through these and review. What did we do today in art, and what story did we read today? In the regular classroom, these would be useful. Get a cup, stick them in here, and you're all set and good to go. Now, one of the things I'm trying to do with my blogs this month is every day give you a practical idea that you can prepare ahead of time to get ready for the school year, like the management pops. And one of the games I wanted to share with you is a game called Show Me. These work in the classroom, they work online. I love this game because every child is engaged, every child is active, every child is thinking, every child is doing something, and then they can review and get reinforced for the correct response. So with the younger children, you might start off with rhyming pictures, and if they pick up their supplies once a week, you could have these for them, or if you send information home to the parents, you could do it that way too. But with the younger children, and by the way, I got these rhyming pictures at prekinders.com. She's got some great free printables for you, and whenever I want a printable for something, I always start with the word free alphabet printables or free number printables, and that way I can usually find what I need. But the children could have these, and you could say, show me something that rhymes with plant. Show me something that rhymes with plant, and they would have their pictures out, and then they could hold it up, and you could look around and see who's got the correct response, and then you could hold up the correct one, and they could, self-check and reinforce. So you could do it with rhymes. Colors, with the younger children, they have their little color show me. I'm thinking of something that is the color of bananas. Can you show me? Can you walk around your room and to put this next to something else that is yellow, so they can match it up? You could use Phonics, for phonics, you could, or just alphabet recognition, that they would have their cards. Happy, what sound do you hear at the beginning of happy? And they would show you. You could use these for making CVC words. You say different sounds, and they pull them down and make the words. Shapes. I'm thinking of a shape that has 3 sides. Can you show me that shape? Can you make that shape in the air? So, all different ways that you can extend these things. And then you can also do the number cards. Number cards are one of my favorite. I'm going to clap my hands. Show me how many times I clap. And then they hold up the correct response. You could use this for older children. I had 5 cookies. I ate 2. How many do I have left? Number stories. You could use this for 10s and 1s, 3 10s, 2 1s, just many, many different ways. And I have all of these coming up on my blog this week, different ways that you can use these things. And then also for the older kids, you can use this for sight words, that you call it a sight word and they hold it up, and you could snap it, Y-O-U, and then high five, you. So lots of different things with the Show Me game. Also wanted to introduce you to a few different movement songs. One thing we know is that kids need to move, whether in front of a screen or in the classroom, they need to move. And I know some of you might be tired of doing the bear hunt in Tootie Ta with your children. So I've got some different videos and songs that might work. This one is called Wiggle Willy. And I tell the children, sometimes I just get so wiggly. Do you get wiggly too? Well, here's a song about Wiggle Willy.
Oh, a little boy. Yeah. His name is Wiggle Willy. Yeah. He is so very nice, but oh, he is so wiggly. And so go his fingers, and his fingers go like so, and his fingers are always so. I know a little boy. Yeah. His name is Wiggle Willy. Yeah. He is so very nice, but oh, he is so wiggly. And so go his arms, and his arms go like so, and his arms are always so. And so go his fingers, and his fingers go like so, and his fingers are always so. I know a little boy, yeah, his name is Wiggle Willy, yeah, he is so very nice, but oh, he is so wiggly. And so go his legs, and his legs go like so.
I think you get it. So you get the legs, and then you get the head, and of course you've got to have the tongue at the end. But those songs are so good with the sequence and the movement. And when you do these things with children, it's even more fun. I mean, they're just watching me. Who am I? But when you do it with them, that really encourages them to participate and kind of creates a special little fun bond. And I hope these songs are as much fun for you as they are for the children. It's a good stress release. A few other things I wanted to share with you today. I wanted to do some new cheers with you. So I have found that when I do cheers, it helps refocus the children and engage the children. And anytime you use their hands, that is a good thing. So one of my favorite ways to get their attention is I'll say, show me your sparkles. I need everybody sparkles, 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 and a rainbow, sparkles, and a rainbow. And they can't resist doing that, sparkles and a rainbow. Another one, give yourself a smiley. Ching, smiley. Ching. And if they smile, it kind of makes them happier, doesn't it? Love it. This is such an easy one to do. And this is a nonverbal one that you can do this and they can respond. Love it, love it, love it. And just one more. Give yourself a high five. So show me your 5. Show me your 5. And then say hi to your 5. High five, high five. Or you can give yourself a high five in the air. So our teachers, our virtual classroom survival guide can now be purchased. It won't come out until next Wednesday, July 15th, but you can go ahead and order it today, and then you'll just automatically get it next Wednesday. And what we've tried to do in here, Laura, Donna, and Barbara Gruner, and Teacher Tony and I, we've tried to give you things that will help you get ready, set, and go into the new year. And then we also have a section called Just for Fun. And one of the things, if you are going to be teaching virtually, we have got to pull those parents in. I mean, I went to enough classrooms, Zoom classrooms last spring to realize, the parents don't know what expectations are. They don't know their child should be dressed for school and not laying in bed in their pajamas. They don't know, that their child should finish their breakfast. And virtual schools just like real schools. So we've got a great little parent handbook to help the parents know what expectations are, get them ready. Lots of good downloads and things like that. So if you learned something new today, would you put your thumb up next to your chest? If you learned more than one new thing, would you put your finger up for each additional thing that you've learned? And now would you take that hand and stretch it across your chest and pat yourself on the back and say, I'm a great teacher? And when school starts, you can tell your children and your students that they are lucky to be in your classroom because you are a great teacher. Dr. Jean said you were. It is time to say goodbye to all my friends. It is time to say goodbye to all my friends. It is time to say goodbye. Give a smile and wink your eye. It is time to say goodbye to all my friends. Goodbye, friends. It's going to be okay. It's going to be a great school year. Take care. God bless.